Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video, and for today's video I am going to weekly check in for week 1 of my April monthly budget. I always really like these first videos of the month because I get to not only show you guys what I've spent for the week, but also set up spreads like my weekly check-in and kind of give you guys a rundown of how everything has been going. Now, as you know, things are a little bit different than they were, let's say, last month around this time, and I have made a decision, which I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess talk about as I am setting up my weekly check-in spread, which if you guys don't know, I feel like I sound like a broken record now, but I am using the deluxe monthly planner as my budget planner. And I like to set up my weekly check-in spread on the page right after my budget on the left. So this is where I'll be setting this up. Now, I think for the weekly check-in spread, I do. I have my butterflies wash as well as my weekly check-in that correlates with that. So that's what I'm going to be using to set it up. And let me go ahead and quickly do that as I mentioned. Now, I kind of want to talk about this as I'm doing this. I'm not going to really explain it, but you guys already know what I'm going to do, which is just lay down the spread. But as you guys know, I did get a cash envelope stuffing video up last week, and that was really prior to me actually going to the store and seeing how things had pretty much escalated. And after seeing your comments on my YouTube videos, as well as just seeing how the whole situation was at the grocery store, I've decided to no longer be using my cash envelopes for this month. I just think that not only to give myself, but also you guys and other people a peace of mind, that I would just not pay things with cash. So as you guys know, I already had all of my cash envelopes, and I actually have them right here with me, but I am no longer going to be using them. I think it was the fact that I hadn't gone out like for so long that I didn't realize how bad things looked in my area, and it really took me actually being present and seeing how everybody was wearing a mask, and how there was now like stickers on the floor saying that you have to stand away from each other and that you couldn't be in the same line without, let's say, like one of the employees telling you to go in each one of the lanes. And it was just a really big eye-opener for me, and that was really when I realized that I didn't want to put anybody at risk, as well as I didn't want to put myself at risk, even though, like, you know, I'm not 100% sure if the virus can stay on cash or not, but it just seems that that was the most responsible decision that I could make, and that's kind of how I'm going to be doing things this month. So I know that both you and I love, you know, me either stuffing my cash envelopes or kind of counting the money every single weekly check-in, but I think that this is just, like I mentioned, the most responsible way to go about it as of now, and I'm all for that. So that's just what's going to happen moving forward this month. I'm not sure if it'll change for next month, but to be honest, for the most part, especially like when I go to like Target, I end up paying with my Target Red card. As you guys know, I got that card last month, so it's not like I'm gonna miss out on really much in that sense, since I do most of my grocery shopping at Target, since I don't have to, you know, cook every single meal for myself, since I do live at home. So that is something that I definitely just wanted to mention before starting with my weekly check-ins. Now I just made my lines, so they're very, very crooked, which, you know what, that's okay. And I'm going to start with taking a look at my monthly view and separating my weeks. So let's see. This first weekly check-in is going to be from Wednesday the 1st up until the 5th, which is not that many days, but surprisingly, I have been spending money. I feel like just being stuck at home and not being able to go out as much, of course, has gotten me to online shop quite a bit, and for things that I would never usually online shop for. So you guys will see all of that right now. So second week is going to be from the 6th until the 12th, so the rest I will do from Monday through Sunday. And then week 3 is going to be from the 13th until the 19th. Week 4 is going to be from the 20th until the 26th. and week 5 is going to be from the 27th to the 30th. And that is how I'll be breaking up my weeks. Okay, so now that I have this here, I will go ahead and put my categories, which if you guys are new to my channel, you guys don't know this, but I typically group some of my cash dividers, cash envelope categories together, just so that I'm able to fit this weekly check-in spread on one page. Of course, if you have more space, you can just put them as you wish, however it is that works best for you. But this is just what I've done for so long, so I'm so used to the system that I have. So my first category is food. And this would be both my groceries and eating out cash envelopes. Next I have gas. This one is by itself. Then shopping, which this one is for both my allowance and beauty cash envelopes. And then I do like to track any unbudgeted expenses, which I don't budget anything for, but it's really nice and I think good to keep track of any unbudgeted expenses that you have within the month, to see maybe in the future how you can avoid those expenses. Sometimes you can avoid them, sometimes you can't. Most of the times for me are just unexpected expenses that come at me that I just really didn't see coming. So that's what I'm going to have for my weekly check-in categories, and I can move on to my monthly view. Now I've already put my little key here, which has all of my budget expense stickers by colors. And once again, like I mentioned, I do like to group some of them together in one color. So once again, food and then shopping, those have different cash envelope categories. So although I'm not going to be using cash, I still am going to be using my Micro Happy Planner, which is where I keep all of my cash envelope trackers. And for this month, of course, I'm not going to be utilizing the cash envelopes, but I'm still going to utilize this tracker to kind of know how much money I have left over per category, which is something that I've done for almost a year now, and I really like to do it this way. So even if you're not handling cash, I always suggest you keep at least something on the side, a little notebook, to let you know how much money you have left over. So okay, so I'm going to look at this as I lay down my stickers. Sorry, my camera turned off, but I'm not 100% sure why I put that on the 2nd, but that was on the 3rd. And then on the 2nd, I ended up first buying a mask. And my sister ended up picking that up for me because she found somebody on Instagram who was making masks. And this was after me going with Paul to Target and kind of seeing how the situation was and how we all need to wear masks basically. So I want to show you guys my mask because it's so cute and I think it's definitely me. So this is the mask that I got. It's really cute. It's red and it has cherries. So I definitely really love it, and I ended up paying around $8 for that. So I went ahead and got that money out of my allowance cash envelope. So that was that. And then later on Amazon, I ended up picking up some slippers, and that was $19. They were some pink slippers. They're so cute, and like I mentioned, these are things that I typically wouldn't be buying usually, but it's just stuff that I know I'm going to use. Like my slippers, I'm wearing them right now, so definitely a good purchase. So that was $19 on the 2nd as well. And then let's see, then aside from that, I didn't buy anything on the 4th, but then on the 5th I ended up going to Target. Again, if you guys watched my plan with me from yesterday, you guys kind of know the story with Target and what I was looking for, but I did pick up a couple of groceries. So I ended up paying $51. Okay, so I spent $51 at Target, which for Target, I usually, like I mentioned, use my red card because I get 5% off everything. So $51 came out of my food category, which is from groceries, but then I also bought something from Target that's coming out of my shopping category. Specifically, it's from my beauty. I know this is probably so confusing for some of you guys, but I ended up spending $27, and it was for some press-on nails. I'm actually wearing press-on nails right now, not from Target or from Dashing Diva, because I know I got some of those too, but I'm actually doing a video right now on different press-on nails and how they last and what I recommend. So yeah, I spent $27. I ended up getting, I believe, like 3 sets and a nail glue, I want to say. So yeah, that was from Target. And then last but not least, that night, me and my family ended up buying some pizza at Pizza Hut. So me and Paul just split that in half, and that ended up being $19. So that is a pink sticker as well, but this one is actually coming out from my eating out cash envelope, which I know sounds really confusing, but I have all my trackers here to let me know where the money's coming out of. So that's kind of how I track everything and how I make it make sense for me. Okay, so now that those are there, I can already weekly check in, but I'm just gonna first check my car payment off because that was already paid, and then let me take out my no spend. So when did I, okay, so I did spend money on the first because I paid for my car. So my only no spend day was on Saturday, which is totally okay. Yeah, because on Sunday I spent money too. Yeah, okay, so now I think we can go to our weekly check-in spread and first take a look at food. So let me go ahead and add all of my food expenses in here. So we have $19 for Pizza Hut, $51 for Target, and I think that's it. Yeah, so in total I spent $70 from food. And then to look at the remaining, I will look at how much I budgeted for groceries. So $225 plus $125 minus 70 means that I should have $280 remaining for the month. Which of course it's only the first week, so I can't say if I'm all good to go for the month because I could just say I am, but it just honestly depends on how much I spend the next 2 weeks to really see if I'm doing good. But for the most part, I like to really limit my spending, but of course my cash envelopes were all stuffed, so I knew that I had money in here. Okay, next we have gas, which is my purple sticker, and I haven't pumped gas. I still have quite a bit in my car. So I put 0 for spent, and then I budgeted $40, so I do still have the $40 remaining for this month. Next we have shopping, so let me, now that I've tracked my food stickers, let me check them off. Okay, so for shopping we have Target for $27. That one came out of my beauty cash envelope. And I have Amazon for $19 and the mask for $8. So in total I spent $54 for shopping. Now for allowance, I started with $100, and for beauty $100 as well. So $200 minus the $54 means that I should still have $146 remaining for shopping. And then I don't have any unbudgeted expenses, and I know that because I don't have any red stickers in my monthly view, so I can just go ahead and write a 0 here as well. And then I'll just put a dash for the remaining because once again I don't budget anything for unbudgeted. And that's going to be pretty much it for my week 1 check-in part of this video. Now I am quickly going to bring you guys to my sinking funds because I do like to update you guys on if I've made any transactions on there, and I actually have made one, and a really fun one. I did some shopping on, when was it, on Thursday? Let's see. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, so I did some shopping on the 2nd, which was Thursday, and I finally used my clothing sinking fund. I have a clothing sinking fund that I've been putting money for the past 2 months, and I thought that it was finally time to use it. So on the 2nd, I spent $71, and this amount was actually a little bit more, but if you guys have seen my March results video, then you guys know that I did have some money left over in my allowance cash envelope. So what I did was that I took that money and used it for my clothing, and then whatever was the difference I took out of my clothing sinking fund. And that's kind of how I went about it, instead of just going through the hassle of rolling over the money to my allowance cash envelope and then having to add that and then figure out the difference and stuff like that. So I just went ahead and went about it like this, this way. So from my actual sinking fund, I spent $71, and for the description, I ended up buying things from both Fashion Nova and Honey Bum. And all the clothes that I bought, honestly, were very like lounge wear, like cozy at home kind of wear, which I will probably be showing in my live stream. Also, yeah, I wanted to talk about that. If you guys are interested in catching one of my lives, I am now going to be live streaming hopefully Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitch, which is a streaming website. I will go ahead and leave a link for that down below. Make sure you go follow that and create an account if you would like to chat with me. I believe you have to have an account if you want to be part of the chat. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly just say that, because I know I'll be uploading this video hopefully on Monday. Okay, so yeah, that's basically all that I have for my sinking funds part of this. And then before we end with everything, I want to show you guys my variable income spread and how that is looking so far. I'm also really sorry if you guys can hear my mom. She's like blending something right now. But for this, there hasn't been many transactions. Of course, it has only been the first couple of days of the month. So I've already been charged two of the main things that I get charged every single month, which are subscriptions like PicMonkey, which as the description I put graphic design fee, and I actually ended up upgrading from the basic package to the pro one. So now I am paying $12.99 for that. And then on the second, I paid $15 from Epidemic Sound, which is where I get some of the music for my videos. And then last but not least, I do have this sticky note here that I'd like to put for any shipping charges that I have to pay for either giveaway prices or Patreon cash envelope orders. So for that, I got charged $13.05 on the 4th. And I think with that being said, that is pretty much going to be it for this weekly check-in. I really hope, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, I didn't even check this off. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that it wasn't, well, actually, I think it was pretty eventful compared to other check-ins that I've had where I haven't really been spending that much money. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and hopefully I will get to see you guys on tomorrow's video. Bye guys!